Hi Virgos, it's Nick. It's all my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. How are you guys? Welcome to your beautiful season. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy birthday. I hope you have some special plans or you're excited for your solo return. I have been listening to your fellow Virgo, Sabrina Claudio, who I believe is just like a divine goddess, sensual being. Like, I love her music, her voice, like, oh my gosh, she's just like amazing. If you don't know who she is, go check her out. I posted her, I think, one of her recent live performances on YouTube and on my Instagram. I love her. So Virgo energy, beautiful. I love it. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing amazing. So we are now covering August 30th till September 5th. And if you're in the US, happy Labor Day weekend. This weekend, maybe your birthday falls on the weekend, I don't know, but let me know in the comments. And we're kicking off the week with Mercury entering Libra. So understanding each other a little bit more, speaking with love and open-mindedness, harmony. But keep in mind that Mercury is going to be going retrograde towards the end of the month, around the 27th. So if you have any important contracts, documents, write-ups, submissions, anything you need to get processed, try to get it done if possible before the end of the month so you don't have to deal with unexpected delays and turnarounds and all that stuff. Of course, it can happen regardless, but if you can get it done before the end of the month, try to do it now, okay? All right, and then on September 2nd, we have Mars and Virgo opposing Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So this is like doubts, uncertainty, us trying to push away illusions and dreams and now wanting to think more logically, practically, okay? And our actions reflecting our more realistic approach to things. So, kind of like, I need to see it to believe it kind of mentality. So you may notice that within yourself, or maybe you're already like that, and with other people around you, okay? All right, so my beautiful Virgos, we're gonna be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, and you can follow me on Instagram if you like, Nicloves with 2 eyes. And if you're ever interested in personal reading, email or phone session, you can contact me. My email is below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible, but please be patient with me. I'm a one-girl show, okay? All right, so let's just get right into it. So in regards to your health, we have Page of Swords. So it feels like all eyes on you, or people are really in your business this week, or want to know all about you, want to know what you're doing, what you're up to. Like, you may get a lot of like people coming out the woodworks, or unexpected messages, or people trying to invite you out, or hey, what's up? Hey, missed you, haven't talked to you. You're like, where did you come from? How do you still have my number? How did you get my number? Like, people messaging you, hitting you up. Maybe they're, they know it's your birthday season and they want to wish you happy birthday, or they just want to see what's up. Sometimes people are just nosy and they want to know all about your life. I just feel like there's a lot of nosy energy around you, and people want to see you, or what you got going on, and what you're up to. So you may be getting a lot of eyes on you, a lot of invitations or like messages, and people that you haven't talked to in forever. You're like, where do they come from? 9 times out of 10, they're probably just curious. They want to know your business. Maybe it's harmless, but it's like, if you're not always talking to me, then why all of a sudden are you interested? So you may have something going on, and they want to be a part of your world. So you may notice that there are, let's say if you're on social media, like Instagram for a second, you may have like all these random people now interested in following you or talking to you, or you may notice some fake accounts, user 592J, who has 0 pictures, 0 followers. You're like, who the heck is this? Like, someone is curious about you, and you may have an idea who it is, but it's probably someone from your past, okay? All right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the 7 of Wands. So I get here frustration because maybe you're working really hard, or you feel like you do everything on your own, or like you don't really get any help. Like, let's say you're part of a team, it feels like you are the one always carrying the weight. You're always the most responsible one, doing the most, going above and beyond, and other people are not doing their part, or they're not doing their share, and you're frustrated because it's like, hey, we're getting paid the same and you're not doing your part. It feels like I'm doing 2-3 jobs. Like, come on, right? Or you're doing a lot and you feel like you're not getting compensated or getting the proper recognition. You're like, I'm tired, like I don't know how long I can do this. Or you just feel like there's too much, or you're getting bombarded with too much work and too many responsibilities that maybe is just kind of stressing you out at this time. So there could be some frustrations here, but I feel like your hard work is going to eventually pay off, because after the 7 is 8, and that's prosperity, abundance. So maybe you just gotta hang in a little bit longer. But if there is something you can, talk about or discuss, like don't hold it in, like say it. Tell the person, hey, you're being lazy. I need you to like do your job, please. And if they get bothered, too bad, okay? All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, we have dream come true. And I just mentioned 8, so 8 could be an important number for you. Maybe it's your birthday. Maybe number 8 is a lucky number for you. I don't know, or it symbolizes something. But if you turn 8 around, it looks like infinity. So I feel like here there is definitely some kind of wish fulfillment, some wish coming true for you. Maybe this is something you've been praying about, something you've been wishing, you've been trying to manifest, and it's happening. It could be something small, it doesn't have to be anything big and grandiose, but there is some kind of wish coming true. And for most of you, this probably has to do with love, partnership, a relationship, companionship, or a friendship that turns out to be something more, very unexpected. I'm excited for you guys. Maybe this is like the best birthday gift that you could ever ask for. All right, so on your end here, we have a Death, 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. I know it doesn't start off good, it doesn't look good, but it ends good. And then on this side, for this person, it could be someone from your recent past, present situation, or future person, or all the above. So we have the Sun, the Devil, and the 9 of Cups. Ooh, okay. So I know it kind of looks sus, it looks kind of bad, but it's not. But bear with me. So as far as who you could be dealing with, I feel like this is a Leo, Capricorn, or maybe a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the stronger energies are Leo and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be, guys. It could be any sign, like I always say too, so keep that in mind. And some of you could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. Okay, so I feel like you're coming out of something, or you recently or in this past year, you ended something. You got out of a relationship, or got out of a marriage, or got out of some kind of situation. Wasn't pretty, wasn't pleasant. You went through a lot of pain, or you were hurt for a while, possibly. This could have even took place last year around November. And maybe you dealt with some kind of loss. Maybe it wasn't a relationship. Maybe it was a loss of a job, loss of a family member, loss of a friend. Something dramatic happened in your life, some kind of big transformation, and it took a lot of energy, it took a lot of emotion out of you. But you've come a long way, and now I think things have changed. But there were lessons learned, and definitely you're in a totally different situation now. Life has definitely changed, and it was a struggle for some time. Probably took over 5 months or 5 weeks to really feel a little bit better again. And there was a lot of conflict, a lot of drama, misunderstandings involved in maybe your past situation. But you've come a long way since then, and that has taught you of what you don't want, what you're not looking for. At least going through that situation, that experience, you're like, okay, I know what I don't want now. At least I learned something there. I got something out of it. I know what I don't want and what red flags to look out for. So I guess in that way, it can be a plus, right? Doesn't always have to be negative. You're like, okay, it sucked, but now I know better. And now that I know better, I can do better. But it looks like things are going to be turning around for you. Like I said, a dream coming true. Something is definitely about to change. I feel like you're receiving a message, and it's going to come really fast or really unexpected. I got similar energy for Taurus, so maybe you have Taurus in your chart. Maybe if you're dealing with the Taurus, you can check out that reading. But there's some kind of unexpected message or conversation you're gonna have with someone, or an encounter, unexpected encounter. And this person is, on the outside, may seem like, oh, they're full of themselves, or maybe they seem like they're really cocky, or you know, because maybe they are very attractive, very good looking, you know, have it going on, maybe very popular, well known, they're very childlike, extroverted, fun, or they get a lot of attention, maybe have a lot of friends or a lot of acquaintances or a lot of people interested in them. They could have beautiful hair, beautiful complexion, nice skin tone, dress really well. They like, you know, they like to take the room. They like to be the center of attention. They're just a very kind of, but they have a big heart, okay? They're just very out there. They love attention, but they have a big heart. They mean well. They're not a bad person. But on the outside, maybe it can rub some people the wrong way. They can think, oh, this person just wants attention, or they just think they're all that. But it's not really like that with this person. And I feel like they can seem like they're like a bad boy, bad girl, but they're really not. They're really a softie on the inside. It's just like an outside persona. Like, you know, could be, let's say for example, like a guy who is super, you know, good looking, you know, always looks sharp, looks, you know, put together. Maybe he has like tattoos and looks kind of intimidating, scary, rides a motorcycle, part of a biker gang or something. And on the outside, maybe he looks kind of intimidating, or looks like, oh, that guy's bad news, or like, oh, he's no good, he's a player, or he's this and that. But really, it's just the outside, it's just the physical. It's not really, it doesn't reflect who that person is on the inside. So I feel like this person is coming to change your life, or they are gonna be your wish come true. And you're like, really, universe? I didn't ask for that. Nope, that's not what I asked for. And the universe is like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You just don't know it. You just don't know it yet, Virgo. And you're like, that looks like a heartbreak waiting to happen. I don't want that to happen, but I think you may prejudge a little bit too soon, because maybe it looks like they would be a heartbreaker, or it looks like they would be a player, but it's not. They're not. They just kind of are packaged in that way, but it's not really who they are. Maybe they used to be, but they're not that person anymore. So always give someone a chance before you prejudge, because it may not be what you think. And sometimes those people who look all, you know, nice and friendly and family friendly, take home to mom, dad, are sometimes could be the worst. You know, those could be like the serial killers, right? Who look all nice and perfect and really they're like psychotic. Not everyone, but I would say don't prejudge in this situation. I feel like this person is very hardworking, very kinky, you know, likes to try new things, could be very sexual, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. They're just very touchy, very physical. They like to hold hands, or they like to hug. They like to, you know, be in each other's presence. And I feel like this person's very emotionally intelligent and very emotionally, not emotionally damaged. They're emotionally healthy, okay? They're in a good position to love, to have a relationship. And I feel like they have a lot to offer. Like, they are not damaged, they don't have a lot of baggage, they're good, okay? The only thing is, like, you know, they could be very sexual, very kinky, but I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest, you know? They're exciting. You're not going to be bored with this person. So there's maybe a wild side to them, but it doesn't mean that they're crazy or like a player or anything like that. And I feel like they're here to change your life. They're going to turn something around. They're going to spice it up for you, bring love and affection. And I think you're going to be really surprised. You're like, what? Like, you two may be people who you never thought you would be drawn to each other, or like you would never think that they would like you or you would like them. It just, in paper, it doesn't look like it would match. It doesn't look like it would match at all, but for some reason the universe wants it like that. So give it a chance, even if on paper you're like, oh, I don't know. But if universe brought this person on your path, go with it. It's meant to be, at least for the moment, okay? All right, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? All right, so we'll dive in deeper in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Wish you guys all the best. Happy birthday, my beautiful Virgos. Take care.